welcome to this Sunday's reflection. Today is the third Sunday of Easter. We continue to celebrate the joy of the resurrection, and as Christians, to give witness to this faith in the risen Lord. The theme for our reflection today is civil disobedience. And our reflection today primarily will come from the first reading of today, taken from the Acts of the Apostles, chapter 5, from verse 27 to 32 and 40 to 41. But our emphasis will be on a verse, chapter 5, verse 29, where Peter, in line with the other apostles, told the leaders, the Jewish leaders, that they chose to obey God rather than men. My dearest friends, is there anything wrong in obeying man? No, there is nothing wrong. And in fact, in other places of the scriptures, St. Peter, in 1 Peter chapter 2, from verse 13 to 14, enjoin all Christians to respect and honor the king and governors. And St. Paul also underlined the same fact, telling us that leadership, power, authority comes from God, and hence Christians are called to honor and respect leaders. But what if leaders who have the authority from God chose to do otherwise? Because their leadership is supposed to be for the common good, to promote good and punish evil. But what if, on the other hand, leaders become promoters of evil and punishing good? Then civil disobedience will come in. However, Christians are also warned not to abuse this particular passage of the scriptures, because civil disobedience cannot be left to selfish desires of the heart. In the reading of today, Peter and the other apostles chose to obey God rather than men because the authorities stood against God, stood against the will of God, stood against the common good. We have several examples in the scriptures. In the Old Testament, in Daniel chapter 6, Daniel, along with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, disobeyed the king in order to pray to their Lord, in order to exercise their faith. And so, my brothers and sisters, there are times where Christians can exercise civil disobedience, especially when it has to do with our faith, our profession of faith. And for other things, other aspects, when it has to do with practice or government inviting us into actions that are against our conscience, then we shall employ and exhaust all legal and democratical means to express our dissatisfaction and non-acceptance of the policies and programs of government. Christians must continue to witness to Christ in the way they live, and most importantly, Christians who are in position of authority ought to lead by example and to demonstrate that they are to exercise the will of God. And what is the will of God? The common good. And so, my brothers and sisters, as we continue to live and celebrate the joy of Easter, let us ask the risen Lord, who strengthens St. Peter in the gospel today, to come and strengthen us so that we will also win souls for the kingdom of God. May God bless you as you celebrate this holiday and keep you and your families. Happy Sunday to you all.